Alright, we are back. Conditions have gotten worse, and I did what I needed to do. I counted sharks, and I did what I came to do today, so I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of bonus coverage. I did find 4 other sharks in that time that I was off, and there's 1 here, 2 for sure, 2 more, there's 2 there. There seems to be a 3rd one right there. So there's no shortage of sharks. 3 sharks there, and we have some paddle boarders up here that are probably, let me see, they're just paddle boarding, but they're not going to be near any sharks. But there are some. There's 1 shark out there. No, that's not a shark. Let me see. Doesn't look like a shark to me. No, negative. Not a shark. But we do have a couple that were right here. With water here. There's a trail. You know, this does not look like a small shark, guys. This looks much bigger than the shark we had earlier. Not the 14-footer. This is probably I'm just guessing, probably 10. Who knows? We'll see when it comes up. It is thicker. I'm looking at how wide it is up front. It is a thicker shark. It's got a good scar on the front. This is a big shark. This might be that 12-footer that he's got that big scar on the front. You see that white there? It looks like this is probably a subadult. And, from the air like this, you can really see it. It's a girthy shark, and it's not that far offshore because the shore's right here. Look at this. See, there's the beach, and we got a adult shark right here in the 12-13 foot range probably. This is a nice size shark. What is it doing? Now you can really see as it comes up. You can see how thick it is. This is a big shark, guys. This is not that one we had earlier, the 14-footer we had earlier. No, this is. Wow, look at the scar on this, and look at the mouth and how thick his head is. He's turning. Maybe he'll give us a good look. It's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. You gotta keep that shadow behind him because I don't want to spook it. There we go. We're gonna get a good view of it. Here we go. Big shark. Big shark alert. Yeah, I'm going to change my guess. I know this is probably a 13-footer, guys. This is nice. Nice shark. The feather floating there. Let's see. I got to go up to check my phone to make sure I'm live. I'm going to go up. We're going to keep watching this shark. Looks like I am live again. Good. Well, this is working. Susan Thomas in Australia. Wow, cool. Helicopter overhead. Sometimes they'll circle. I mean, especially when you see a shark this big, but it's surprisingly hard to find sharks, honestly, when you're flying over. Let's go up here and see what's in the area here. That's a big shark. We've established that. That's a big shark. You can see the coast there. The shark is going back offshore. So that's what they do. They do these little patterns, in and out, in and out. And we have another shark right here. So this shark is closer to shore, for sure. It would be really cool to get it in that water on the left because it's shallow and very clear. It looks like this shark is going pretty fast too. It's there in the top right. I'm just going fast here because I want to see if there's any swimmers near this area. Because there was some swimmers and surfers earlier, as you guys saw. It doesn't look like anyone's in the water right now. No. That means that the shark came here. Oh, whoa, there's another one. So we have 3 really nice sized sharks here, guys. These are not like your typical juvenile little guys. These are pretty big ones. I mean, if I find a juvenile, you'll be able to tell the big difference between a juvenile and a big shark. The juveniles, it's not surprising I'm not seeing very many smaller juveniles right now because these big ones tend to scare them out, you know? So, I don't know. I'm just scanning, hoping for one of these guys to go into the shallow water. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe he'll come in close. He's getting in closer. Look at this. Let's get in. Let's check it out. Nice size shark again. Wow. So surprising to get that. Well, you know who this is, guys? This is our big boy or girl. This is a 14-footer. Featured in our video tomorrow. So this is a 14-foot shark right by the shore. Swimmers, look at this. All right. This is getting pretty close to a very populated area here. Again, I'm standing about a little over 3/4 of a mile away. Swimmers, you can see people up there in just knee-deep water, right? So these sharks will come in close like this. This is not a rare occurrence, you guys. This is something that happens often, probably every single day. In an area with a lot of swimmers, it's close to people. Check this out. Watching, I was reading my phone. Most of these bigger sharks don't really have any interest in coming near people. I know it goes against everything that stuff, but 99.9% of the time, I've seen all the 6. We're talking about a 14-foot shark here. The wave, and it does look ominous, right? Just going in and out, in and out. This is our big boy, by the way, 14-foot shark. Just letting us roll. I have plenty of battery here. I'm running into line of sight issues, so I might have a little bit of a jumpy connection here. Let's see here. Yeah, not much. Let's take a look up here. Maybe there's other shark in the area. If there is, like a juvenile, it's going to be even closer than that. Not seeing anything yet. A lot of people in the water today. All the beaches on a Saturday in California tend to get busy, so not surprising. Also not surprising is the white shark is pretty calm. It doesn't really want to get much closer than that. In most cases, they pass through, and he'll probably turn back around and continue up north. You know, this shark could very easily be up by the Morro Bay area in a week or so, 2 weeks. So a lot of these sharks go up and down the coast, and it would not surprise me if this shark was spotted up in Morro Bay.
Fly with caution.
Got an airplane coming through. I need to get down lower just for safety. So I'm going to come down close so I stay out of any manned aircrafts that are coming through. Here we go. We still got to come up with the name for this shark. Again, tomorrow's video will feature this shark next
Fly with
to
caution.
an 18-foot boat. You'll be able to really
Fly
see
with
how
caution.
big this shark is when you have the comparison next to an 18-foot boat. All right, let's go.
Fly with caution.
Whoa, a little bird came through there. That was cool. Alright, I'm going to head back to the other sharks. This shark seems to be headed north.
Fly with
So I'll
caution.
find it probably north tomorrow. Let's go.
Fly with caution.
Airplanes in the area, that's why you're hearing that. So I have to fly a little lower because I don't want to have an incident with an airplane. Okay, so we have two sharks here. Look at this. These are the two sharks that were behind. Again, traveling north. And these are not small sharks either. These are not small sharks. In fact, they're probably... That back one, that second one there is, I mean, looks about as big as the one that we had, the 14-footer. We know it's 14 for sure. These... Let's see what happens here. Down here like this. Oh, there's some kelp. You never know. Maybe he'll bite the kelp. Moved away from it. Seems there's some swimmers there. Fishermen. Yeah. Two sharks just traveling along together.
I like that name, Casey. Triton, that's a pretty cool name. Chunk's a great name, too. I'm pretty silly, so I do like that. That kind of name.
He didn't go lower. He doesn't notice the drone. That shark definitely doesn't know the drone is here. See that kelp? It probably scared it down a little lower. And now it's going to come back up. So this shark went down lower. Also, the other shark may have gotten close to it. So sometimes when they go low like that, it means, oh, whoa, 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 is that a shark near shore there? Oh yeah, this shark is going near shore. Okay. What's this guy doing? Sneaking in there, huh? Yeah, I think there were some swimmers here earlier. Incredibly busy. It feels like there was a ton of swimmers in the water earlier here. Make no mistake, my drone is very visible when it's flying low close to the beach. It looks like it's very far from shore here, but I'm not far from shore. You could probably, if you got a good arm, you could probably throw it at the drone. So people on the beach see the drone, for the most part know that there's a shark nearby. So that's probably why we're not seeing anyone here. Because earlier, when we came through here with that 14-footer, there was a good amount of people in the water, wasn't there? Well, there is people over there. Yeah. Let's see. Over there. So we're going to stay on this. Sharks are moving in tandem here together. Don't know, seem to be moving kind of together, don't they? It's odd because they say, you know, sharks are solitary for the most part, but I've seen specific pairs together for weeks at a time, and they're always near each other. So maybe sharks do form kind of temporary bonds, you know? It's possible. Anything is possible with these creatures. I definitely think they're smarter than we give them credit for. These two are going to get pretty close to each other. The second one here, on the closest to the camera, is definitely bigger. Let's see. It wouldn't be epic if we saw a fight, like a shark fight. It happens. My guess is the smaller one will be like, okay, I'm out of here, and just cede the direction to the big one. That's usually what happens. They're getting really close to each other. Look, the smaller one noticed, big one turned toward it. Smaller one goes down and says, this is your territory. And that's how it usually goes. They both dip. Smaller one's going to turn around and go behind the big one. That's usually how it goes. And it's exactly how it played out. Look at this. Small one's right behind the big one. That's their defense mechanism. So they're right behind each other. And they're kind of playing tag or chase or whatever this is. This is what they do. Small one says, you're big, I'm going to go behind you. You can go wherever you want. And then they peel off. Like it's doing right there. Play-by-play, live shark interaction. And I don't really know. Man, he disappeared. He went down into the water column. Oh, I see the smaller one. He's coming back up. There's definitely interaction going on there. Now over here by these surfers, it's worth checking out to see if there's anything near them. I am, again, running low on battery, so we will have to say goodbye. As you can see, there's no shortage of people in the water. Sharks hear that noise and they're like, don't want to hang out there. They go on their own direction. Got them back here on the right. See him there. Another one there. And I still keep coming to this area here because it was clear water and I want to get a chance to maybe film one in clear water, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Don't see any other sharks here. Alright guys, that's going to do it. I am going to sign off. Let you guys know that I'm going to be launching a new video tomorrow. There's a shark right here in the middle of the frame. Very tough to see, but he's there. I'm going to launch a new video tomorrow. Make sure and check it out. We're going to be featuring that 14-foot shark that we just filmed earlier. We're going to have that next to something you can actually see and measure the shark. I think you'll be impressed by how big it is. Still have a few minutes, so I'm just going to keep scanning. And conditions have not improved. The conditions actually got worse. In the last hour we had really good conditions. Now it's gotten kind of bad. Doesn't look like we have anything going here. I got 20% battery. I'm going to get a warning here pretty soon. But we are just scanning. Our big shark is headed north, so I'm going to have to drive north to find this guy because it's on a mission. At this rate, it's going to be in San Francisco soon. Some surfers here. Alright, I'm going to get the warning.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Story of my day, always. Alright folks, thanks for joining everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.